Yo, what's up, bro? If you're struggling with losing weight and you keep finding yourself overeating, especially if you eat shitty food, please believe me when I say, and if you've tried as well, if you've really tried to like lose fat, you've tried going on a cut, you're subscribed to a bunch of fucking cringe fitness YouTubers, please believe me when I say that you'll make more progress in your fat loss journey and eating clean by focusing on your mental health than you will actually focusing on anything else. Meditation will help you lose more weight than cardio itself. There's got to be a reason why you overeat and why you struggle, and all these fucking dumb fitness YouTubers only ever consider like the basic principles, and they're all like smug and they're like, oh, but calories in, shut the fuck up. Calories in, calories out. That's what you've been told. Like, that's the extent to the wisdom that you've gained from being subscribed to these like YouTubers and all this shit, is calories in, calories out. And you know that to be a fundamental truth, so you might be surprised as to why I'm questioning it. Saying, like, literally telling a young person, or just telling anyone in general, oh, calories in, calories out, you're not losing fat because you're eating too many calories. That's kind of like telling a broke person, like, oh, you're broke because you don't have enough money. Like, oh, congratulations. Why don't you explain why don't they have money, dumbass? So if I'm out of breath, bro. If, for example, there's an obese person, everyone, or just an overweight guy, everyone will tell him, okay, calories in, calories out, eat less, move more. And that's such stupid advice, honestly, stupid advice, because if you're a little bit overweight and you're relatively like a healthy person, and fair enough, but the majority of people have got mental health problems, and the reason why you overeat is due to fucking things like trauma, depression, and anxiety. It's kind of like telling a materialistic person, oh, well, just spend less money. Well, technically that's the right piece of advice. If there's someone who spends a bunch of money on like designer clothes, telling them, okay, spend less money, they should take that advice, but they can't, because what they spend money on and the fact that they waste money on fucking designer clothes, that's only a symptom of the bigger problem, which is insecurity, ego, a need for validation from others. So for you, think of overeating as a symptom. It isn't the problem, it's a symptom of some other kind of problem. So it could be a lack of discipline, it could be a lack of willpower, it could be anxiety, because a lot of people have anxiety, you might not even realize, but anxiety especially, it causes you to need a level of comfort through some kind of substance. I remember coaching this one guy, and bro, every person I coached in terms of dieting and binge eating, it was always related to some kind of trauma that they didn't even know that was connected. And the simple way to put it is that you kind of feel safe when you're full. And so if you're struggling with your diet right now, just know, like, it doesn't have to be contained in just like, you know, the solutions that you're looking for. It's like you're going online to search, oh, look, high volume food, like all this fucking simpleton shit, bro. High volume foods and low calorie snacks. No, what you need to focus on is the bigger picture. Your overeating, your lack of discipline in your diet is a symptom of something wrong with your mental state. Now, it could be something mental health related, like trauma, anxiety, depression, or it could simply just be a lack of willpower and discipline. And everyone else will disagree, and they'll tell you this bullshit of like, oh, you know, discipline and willpower are overrated. What you need to do is set up the environment for success. And I feel like I'm the only person who totally disagrees with this idea that, like, you know, James Clear from Atomic Habits and all these like new age people will tell you discipline's overrated, willpower is overrated, and what you should do is go to your kitchen, throw out all the junk food, and then just sit there like proper happy with yourself. I don't know if you've ever had someone who is like an addict in your family, but you will know that when someone implements that advice of throwing away the thing that they're addicted to, just like you have done with fucking video games. Oh, I'm done playing video games now, I'm gonna uninstall League of Legends. Well, you're a dumbass. You know why? Because you're gonna re-download it, aren't you? The alcoholic who throws away the alcohol, the smoker who throws away the cigarettes, the fat person who throws away the junk food, the fucking video game nerd who uninstalls League of Legends. What happens? They download it again, they go to the shop, they buy more drinks again. Like, It blows my mind that people try and like give you that advice to like rely on environmental. Why would you rely on the environment to help you? Why wouldn't you want that to be like your own responsibility? How many fucking times have you deleted and then re-downloaded the video game that you're addicted to? How many times is some like alcoholic gonna throw away, you know, in some like big righteous monument gonna throw away all the alcohol and then 2 days later go to the shop to buy more? For you with junk food, like, oh, but just don't buy the junk food, don't buy any chocolates when you go to the shop. No, do you know what's better than that? Go and buy your favorite chocolates, go and buy your absolute 10 out of 10 snacks and put them in front of you and journal as to why you feel addicted. What is wrong with your brain right now that you feel a pull to this thing that you know is bad for you? Do you want to know how I actually stopped binge eating? I had to go completely the opposite advice to all these like fitness gurus told me. I bought my literal favorite chocolates, which is like Kinder Bueno, like Kinder Hippos, and I set them in front of me in some like crazy fucking like dark task, and I literally just started journaling how I felt about it. Why does this control me so much? Why, when I've wanted to do this experiment, do I feel like, you know, like saying like, oh, the experiment's done, so I can eat it now because I don't want to waste the chocolate? I kept that box of chocolates in front of me for like 6 months straight, up until I just put it into the kitchen, like, and then my family probably ate it. Right, for the last last month, I've had another one of like the exact same chocolate that I was just previously talking about, just at my desk, as if it was just nothing. Oh, yeah, man. Because, bro, I've struggled with my diet like tremendously, and I was a binge eater. Like, fuck, that was like one of my biggest problems for so long, was that I would literally just like clear out the cupboard of snacks and just eat it in, like, you know, the back of the cupboard snack. What's wrong with my head today, bro? You know, like the back of the cupboard snacks that have been left in there for so long. I was the one who was eating that shit. And as soon as I realized about mental health, I educated myself, and I took this online course called The Science of Wellbeing. You can literally Google it, The Science of Wellbeing. I took this course and it taught me how to improve my emotional well-being, and the things that came up, you know, I always thought it'd be like, oh yeah, look, get a six-pack, make more money. The things that actually have been shown to increase someone's emotional well-being is things like kindness, gratitude, presence. And so this instructor from this online course taught me then that I should be meditating and practicing like gratitude and trying to like at least be kind, you know, to make myself happier. And so for the first time in so long, I stopped focusing on the external world. I stopped focusing on like building the best body, stopped focusing on money, productivity and all this shit. All I focused on for some time was just mental health. And as a byproduct of that, I completely improved my diet. I haven't binge ate once since that moment. You don't understand how like monumental that is for me. I used to be like a full-on compulsive binge eater since I was a child. It's like anxiety and trauma related, and I would literally eat like shitty food till the point, not even, you know, when you get full, I would continue eating when I was full, to the point that the food was finished. Literally, like, it would baffle me that people could stop eating. Like, my sister would stop eating when she was full and give me her food. When I was dating girls in university, like, you know, you go out for like food with a girl and she eats like half her meal, I would finish it off. I was full, I was literally full, but I would finish it off because I always had this need of like, just eat as much as possible, you know, secure all the nutrition as possible. It's like some fucked up trauma shit. But you might not be able to relate to it as much as like, you know, trauma and stuff. But just consider it. If you've struggled with something, either like overeating, but it can even be any kind of substance, it can be trying to give up video games or drugs, porn, consider that the thing that you're addicted to right now is not actually the problem. It's simply the symptom of the bigger problem. And the bigger problem, I would say 9 times out of 10, is your own mental health. Consider that. Try it for maybe 1 or 2 weeks. Completely stop all efforts to you know, like fix your fucking diet or something, and just for like 2 weeks completely just invest into learning about mental health. You can literally just Google it and watch YouTube videos, how to improve your mental health. I've done some videos on my main channel, literally just YouTube, how to improve your mental health, how to start meditating, how to start journaling. Do that for 2 weeks. Imagine it's your full-time job, and just forget about, like, you know, trying to reduce your calories, forget about trying to stop video games or porn, and I guarantee you'll, in a weird way, in an indirect way, you'll make more progress in your fat loss by not focusing on it and instead focusing on mental health than you will however you've been living right now. Give me a kiss, bro. Mwah.